here.
That's the intro I've been waiting for my entire career.
Exactly. See, I understand, Mo. I've been watching his. I've been watching his Instagram. I know how he gets down.
Apparently, he's OnlyFans too, bro.
Mo, you got Wait a minute. You got an OnlyFans, Mo?
I mean, it's just free legal advice. Well, not free, but you know. No, I don't really have OnlyFans.
Yo, everybody needs to have an OnlyFans. I've been trying to tell JR forever to get an OnlyFans going.
Yeah, it's under another pseudonym though, so you got to find me.
Oh, I see. You got that.
RJ.
It is. Yes, it's RJ. Reverse. That's not your voice. It's RJ. Reverse it.
Yeah, there you go.
I need a Chris Brown voice. Anyway, So, Attorney Moses DeWitt, you've had a long week of legalese. I know that can be burdensome. I don't think I've ever asked you this question. What is your favorite part of the legal process?
Ooh. I mean, when you go into court and just kick the crap out of the other side and you get a ruling in your favor, that feels pretty good.
I think that might be universal as far as
it's just that competition.
As far as lawyers go.
Yeah. No, I mean that's a lot of fun, but there's other parts that aren't as fun.
You like having your day in court, especially when you know you're walking in with a leg up and you're feeling pretty much 100%, I'm going to prevail with my argument. I'm going to win for my client, and we're going to get that gavel hitting in our direction.
Yeah, and my favorite is when, the other side's kind of talking trash and says something like, there's no chance you're winning this argument, or there's no chance you're winning this hearing or this case or whatever it may be. And then you walk out and you won, and they don't make eye contact with you. And they just...
Wait, hold on. So there's trash talking sometimes before the proceedings start?
Oh, yeah.
Wow. And then with that, of course, they know they're going up against you. You know who they are, and everybody knows everybody's reputation because at the end of the day, it's a pretty small club. Everybody knows everybody.
Yeah, it's still a small community.
Okay. Yeah.
Mo, do you have any legal rivalries? Like, don't say the name, but there's an attorney that you say, "Oh, I'm going after him," like Florida State.
I mean, there's certain people that you don't necessarily like as much. Some people are easy to work with. Others, it's going to be a little bit of a boxing match.
Mo, which one of the Catania brothers hurt you?
We'll talk about that off the air.
All right, fair enough.
And Spike, I think you were trying to go somewhere. Mo, who do your affiliations lie with? Do they lie with Florida State or some inferior school?
Well, I went to Florida State for law school, so I'd have to claim them.
Okay.
Bye.
So Spike, I see where you were trying to go with that, but
I was giving an example of a rivalry.
but you stepped into what I'm saying is that now you're finna catch a flaming spear, brother. That's all I'm saying. Ooh. Shout out to Bobby Bowden. Anyway, okay. So yes, that most lawyers say that because I think that we've watched so many legal shows that we think being a lawyer is all about the big case and being in trial and doing all that kind of stuff. But really, if you cannot go to trial, that's kind of the goal. If you can all work it out and everybody gets kind of a little bit of what they want in the compromise, you're not really trying to go to trial.
I mean, it depends on the case. You're right. Most cases don't go to trial. And I always tell people, my job is to tell you basically what I think your best day in court and your worst day in court is, and we want to be somewhere on that best day in court side if we're going to settle, or closer to it. But yeah, most cases resolve because most cases there's too much risk on both sides to go to trial. And trial's expensive, it takes a long time, all those kinds of things. So yeah, most cases do kind of settle pre-suit for that reason.
And now, every time you have to go to trial to do like the ultimate showdown, do you have a lucky tie? Or do you go out and get a new suit? Do you have like a routine? Or what do you do? You go get a haircut? You go get a cheese steak? What you do?
Sometimes you get a haircut. You want to look nice, if you're in court. And every once in a while, I have a certain suits for bigger cases I like to wear. I wouldn't say I have a lucky tie yet.
Okay.
They kind of rotate, but
But you have it's time to go to trial suit.
oh yeah, you got your trial suit.
You know,
Fancy
like
one.
Tiger wears red on Sunday kind of thing. You know, that kind of thing. Yeah.
Maybe I should do that.
Okay.
Maybe I should start wearing a red suit in trial.
No, hold on. Slow down. I like the frog suit over the red suit.
All right, bring the frog suit out.
You can contact. JustCallMo.com is the website. Bring out the frog suit and check him out check him out also 866 Call Mo for all of your legal needs. What is our case? What do you have for us this evening? We have an esteemed panel of people that will butcher this.
Perfect. That's what I come here for. So we're gonna do this.
Okay.
We're gonna do this one a little differently. So I'm gonna give you the scenario. I'm gonna ask you what you think the other side's defense to this was, and then we'll go from there. So here's the scenario for
All
you.
right.
Got a guy who went to a tire shop, gets his tires changed, puts new tires on, and then he's driving away from the tire shop, paid for his tires, going down the road, going down the highway, picks up a little speed, and the tire comes off the car. So of course he crashes, but there's more. So he was kind of on the highway on one of those overpasses. Tire keeps going. Tire launches off the overpass, goes down onto the road below it, onto the sidewalk there, hits a guy in the head, kills the guy. So we got two pretty severe accidents. We got the car crash and then the pedestrian who was hit. So my question to the panel is, what do you think the tire shop's defense was? Because they didn't bolt the tire on properly, obviously. What do you think the tire shop's defense was to the pedestrian who got hit with the tire?
But the pedestrian's dead, correct?
He's dead, yeah.
But
They still had a defense, though.
But I'm okay. So the dead guy's people are suing the tire company.
Right. And so what's the tire company's defense?
You're,
All right.
You're a cat named Mo. You're a genius.
Dead guy was
Figured this
saying
out. I
something.
mean, you thought Mo was like, "Is there a dead person on the stand? How do you put your hand on the Bible?"
I'm allowed 2 questions per case. Thanks.
You got way more questions than that.
Who wants to go first?
You, Mo, you go first.
The tire company's defense should be, I can't tell you what it was, but it should be that ish happens. What you want from me? Guy sitting in Milwaukee.
I'll tell you this. A cat named Mo, I expect better from you as a guy that has to come up with defenses all the time.
Yes, sir.
Let me jump. Can I go second?
No.
I knew that.
You knew that. No, but you need to have known that you need to know that. JR, what do you think in this situation?
So I'm thinking that they kind of went as far as saying that the bystander, the person that was walking, was publicly intoxicated, so it was his fault for being publicly intoxicated and being hit by the tire.
Whoa.
He should have zigging when he's zagging.
Zagging, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It's like
Okay.
a DUI, but you're walking.
All right. Now, Spike, what do you have?
I'm almost going with cat named Mo, except for I'm saying that the tire company's defense is that's an act of God. You could a pole could have fell on your head. We are not liable for that. Boom.
Okay.
Been lawyered.
Okay. Dizzy, what do you have on this?
I don't even know. I guess they were like, let's hear what the dead guy has to say. You have anything to say? It's like, I guess we're good.
Okay. All right. Well, I have something that's a little more obvious here in situations where the job wasn't done right. Obviously, the job was rushed. And why was the job rushed? The man was trying to get the job done right, but there was a woman yapping in his ear, and it forced him to put pressure on the tire people, and I'm pretty sure the yap said, we don't need all the lug nuts. Just give us 3.
Okay.
And then they got on the road under pressure of a women's, and then this, it's like Final Destination where, or Limited Schnicket, where there's a series of highly unfortunate events that happen, and the poor guy that got hit in the head by the tire was the victim of a woman nagging. The defense is nagging.
The old nagging woman defense. You know, we see that a lot. We see that a lot in cases.
Yeah, I didn't say it would fly, but it's a lot. There's a lot of nagging that leads to a lot of people getting hit in the head by a tire.
All right. So who said act of God?
Your partner, Spike.
And Mo said it first.
No, you didn't. Mo, you didn't invoke God.
I said ish happens.
Ish happens. All right, we'll call it act of
Oh,
God.
so you're equating Mo is equating ish with God. Okay.
All right. So you want to know the defense, or what they came up with?
Yes, we do.
And then I want to know if you think if it flies or not. So, as part of any negligence claim, you have to show that the ability to provide a direct link between the negligent act and the injury that resulted from the action. So basically, you have to show that by them, not properly securing the tire on the vehicle, that it would be foreseeable that the pedestrian was killed. And so what they argued is that it was too far removed and basically was not foreseeable, therefore they should not be liable.
Okay.
So,
I agree with that.
Kind of like the act of
Hold
God.
on. Right, let him finish.
Kind of like the act of God, random thing falling over, random tire coming from the sky. They're saying, hey, too far removed, not the proximate cause, we're not liable.
And there was no mention of the nagging that happened?
I'm going to have to go back and check the records on this one, but I did not see any mention of the nagging. But now that you bring it up, I think it might be there.
It's not admissible in court, but it happens so much. Wow, that's a stretch right there.
Spike,
Yeah.
Spike and Mo DeWitt, attorneys at law.
I gotta ask for a W on that ish happens. I'm sorry.
No, I don't think that defense flew. That was the other part that he asked us about. I don't think that worked at all. And I don't know if you were the lawyer on this, Mo. I'm just
Right.
I don't think that sounds good. That sounds like something a lawyer would say. But I don't know that would necessarily work. If you get a bad tire and it's loose, yeah, I'm gonna fault. Because one time I drove from Tallahassee to New Orleans with my oil filter not properly screwed in, and I lost oil all the way, and I fault the people that put the oil. Yeah, I don't know, man. That's a tight one. Did it work?
No, it did not work. It
What? Oh, okay. Y'all keep patting yourself on the back.
was creative, but I think it's an argument that only a lawyer would come up with. I mean, you take that argument to a jury, and I don't think they're buying it for a minute. Personally.
Yeah, don't
Right.
just be raining tires. So.
Yeah, really.
Well, you just work it backwards. The guy gets hit with a tire. Tire was on the car. It wasn't properly put on. The driver wouldn't know this.
Yeah, exactly.
Either way, you get hit by a falling pole. The people who
No.
put the pole in the ground, they didn't know it was going to fall on this man.
And you think that makes sense. I don't never want you on my jury, Spike. Not even if I got a video. Well, I don't want you on my jury. So it's a little more than ish happens, Mo?
A little more than ish happens. A little more than ish happens. I mean, you got to look at it. So,
Okay, all right.
from the perspective of the tire company, could they have known, or should they have known, if they didn't properly secure that tire, that there was a risk it would come off the car and keep going and hit something and get up in the air or hit somebody? I think it's pretty clear that's probably foreseeable. Yeah.
Yeah, if you don't put the tire on properly, anything that happens after that is under you. You
Right.
can't really. You have to do a proper job of putting the tire back on, and then it wouldn't come off unless something extra happened outside of your installation of the tire.
See, I want you on my jury, Kevin. I like the way you think.
Okay, wait a minute.
No, I'm sick. I can't do juries. I think people are guilty by looking them in the face. So don't do that to me.
We just had our first partnership riff. We got to go.
Ooh.
We got to work this out. Yeah, because I'm totally agreeing with the act of God thing, and you going against it.
Wow.
We're partners here, man.
But why would Moses partner with the janitor?
Yikes.
We all got the same key to get in the building.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. But you know what, though? I also think that, I don't see a jury buying that kind of thing. So it's unfortunate, and it sounds like a horrible situation, especially for the guy that got hit by the tire.
Oh, yeah.
But, I hope it was a good year and not a Yokohama. That's all I'll say.
Well, either way, somebody...
Because the brand of the tire, you could blame China if you. I mean, there's things that have flown in the public opinion, at least. I don't know. So, was it a good year tire?
I don't remember the brand of tire. We were more concerned about the tire company who put the tire on than the brand of tire.
All right, okay. I see. I would have had to, when you're desperate, you got to grasp at straws, and we're going to try every angle.
I might have sued the maker of the tire, too, for, too good rubber. The tread for it was too good.
Rubber's too solid.
I would have asked the driver of the car, what song were you listening to when it came out? And then if he would have said, I was listening to DaBaby, I'd be like, he's homophobic.
Hold on a second.
and then we got a whole woke movement going.
You said the guy also was speeding, right? So that's negligence on his part.
Well, no, he was on a highway, so he was going fast. I don't think we had any evidence that he was actually speeding or going over the speed limit.
Yeah, he didn't get a ticket, Spike, so we don't know if he was speeding. He might have been riding, eating some nachos. We don't know.
He was just going at a good speed where, the tire then when it came off, flew a good little ways.
So if you'd have been going at an acceptable speed, who knows what the tire would have did?
Well, you should be able to go at whatever speed you want, even over the speed limit with the right amount of lug nuts. That's what I'm hearing. It's a lug nut issue.
Back to the woman yapping, huh?
Man, all of that.
We don't need but 3 lug nuts. What's wrong with you? I'm trying to go to see my mama. She's sick.
And none of them were wearing a mask. I would have brought all that into that.
This was pre-COVID.
Man, I was talking about COVID before anybody, so I would have threw that on there. There's something called COVID that's going to matter in the appeal. So you gotta be ahead of the law, and sometimes you got to be ahead of the facts, Mo. You got to be ahead of the facts.
It's an interesting way to look at things.
Well, man, in law school, they teach you how to think, and sometimes you have to go to alternative thinking. Situations arise where you need complex answers to simple questions. Okay. So, Mo, what do you have going on this weekend? Are you going to do anything different? Are you going to teach your baby something new?
He's always learning stuff. I don't know. Probably we're hanging out tomorrow, and then I'm flying to Vail on Sunday for a few days, and I'll be back. So, nothing too
Vail.
exciting.
Colorado?
Yeah.
Is that Colorado?
Yeah, Colorado.
You got business in Vail. Okay. I know you're not
business in Vail.
skiing, so good luck.
Not skiing.
Yeah, and if you-
little warm for that.
Now, if you're flying out of, I don't know if you're flying out of MCO or TIA, but if you do and you see a dreaded individual, let me tell you, man, watch out for him because you might need to search him. You know what I'm saying?
I'll keep that in mind.
Are you when it comes to flying, because things we see a lot of crazy stories about incidents happening in the air these days. Are you how do you feel about flying? Is it safe? You taking your baby? You prepared to fight with your baby?
No, it's just me going this time, but I feel pretty good about flying. I feel I think it's pretty safe. Got no qualms.
Have you never had no qualms? You never had an incident or?
I mean, I've done an emergency landing in a plane before. Everything
Somebody was
turned out to be
causing
fine.
a disruption?
No, not for a disruption.
Okay.
There was smoke in the cabin, so they had to turn around.
Oh, that's
That is a major. What?
That
That's
counts
a
as
major disruption. Yeah. It was like, the wing fell off, but everything was good,
It was
other than that.
fine. I guess the hose or something came apart, and so something was going into the cabin, but the plane still flew, so we were good.
Yeah, I always wish I had a job that included a little bit more travel. Radio doesn't really lend itself to a lot of travel, just on the rare occasions, but you don't have you got to let your wife know that you're a man about the town, and you might have to leave at any moment notice, and, hey, I'll be back. Just,
I don't think she
keep
would
it
buy
warm
that
for
for
me
5
kind of thing.
seconds. If I ever got a message
Yeah,
or a call
really.
and said, I got to leave right now, lawyer emergency, she'd say, sit your ass back down in that chair. You're not going anywhere.
See, the thing is, it's the internet. Things were better before the internet. Remember that. Things were better before technology.
They're simpler
now
times.
you have to. It was simpler times, and now your phone record. People don't even understand the tracking abilities that things happen that can be pulled into court now. So you just have to govern yourself accordingly. Get a burner phone and date women that aren't as smart. What? What are you saying, Spike? I'm trying to help men here.
You trying to help men make sure that AshleyMedicine.com is still a viable source?
I'm trying to make sure that a man can actually be a man.
Go ahead, bro.
We can't be men anymore. We have to hide and whisper in the corner. Anyway, Mo, that's not about you.
I think you're trying to help my divorce
on-
business over here.
No, well, if you need somebody to advocate men being men, I'll come in there and lay it down for them and say, are you getting these things? You should. And if you're not getting them, we'll show you how to get them on the low. It's Moses DeWitt is who you need to follow on Instagram. He has some interesting. Whoa, I see here. You got an interesting little gen. Oh, whoa, he's not doing too well on that bull. Anyway, I'm watching. I'm watching you. That's your kid? He's trying to balance on like a bull. And, I mean, he's taking after Daddy. Daddy's got on a frog suit. Daddy's got on all kind of stuff. You keep it interesting, man. I like that.
We try.
Yeah. He's balancing. I guess he's been watching the Olympics. He's trying to practice, and he's trying to stand up, and now he's up, and he's got 2-3 seconds. He's got it where, and he looks at Daddy, and bam, he's down. Okay. And that's good stuff. I'm down. Okay, I'm back.
Okay.
I'm back. I'm down. And Mo, offline, I'm going to talk to you about the efforts to censor me and the truth that I tell on the radio.
We'll make sure that doesn't happen.
So, okay. All right. JustCallMo.com. Mo, have a great weekend and enjoy your trip. I hope you don't have to get involved on the plane, and we'll talk to you next week. And if you're ever busy on a Friday, we can entertain you on another day. So just keep that in mind.
All right, I'll let you guys know. Appreciate it. Have a great weekend, guys.
All right. There you go. JustCallMo.com, and that's MOE. And
well, had a successful show with Kevin on the Soul Brother Kevin Show. Thank you guys for joining us. I wasn't really able to watch the comments. I was trying there, but I was having some technical issues. So thank you. I think I saw Tommy and Barbara in there. So thanks, guys, for joining us. Have a safe weekend, and I will hopefully see you on Monday for Monday